All right, so let's talk about another shoulder girdle exercise, or the shoulder girdle movement. And we're going to use the band here. This one is overhead. And as we reach up overhead, just like with the pull apart, we want to make sure that your shoulder blades are in the right positions, that they're doing the right things so that the actual ball and socket joint moves very, very well, very, very efficiently and very, very safely. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with a band. It doesn't have to be anything real strong. In fact, I want it to be kind of light tension, right? We're creating a stimulus in the body that's more neuromuscular as opposed to just let's put a bunch of weight on it, right? We want to teach the muscles how to function properly, okay? So something relatively light. We're going to start off in this position here. And in this position, one thing I want you to notice is where my elbows are in relationship to my hands. I want elbows inside my hands. And when I do that, I want to pull on this band just a little bit. I just want to keep tension on the band. I'm not trying to break it. I'm just keeping tension. What I'm doing is I'm turning out all the rotator cuffs in that shoulder joint, right? So elbows are in. I'm pulling a little bit on the band. And now I'm going to reach up overhead. As I reach overhead, I don't want to shrug my shoulders. I'm going to try to keep my shoulder blades down in my back pocket. One other thing. I want you to make sure that your spine stays nice and neutral. I don't want you to arch. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they reach up overhead is they tend to arch their back, where the ribs actually sort of pop up. So imagine keeping ribs down. Keep your spine neutral. We want the movement to happen in the shoulder, not in the spine. All right? So we've got our positioning here. Now I'm going to reach up overhead, and as I reach up overhead, I don't want my elbows to flare out. I'm going to intentionally try to keep them inward, and I'm going to keep pressure or tension on the band as I reach up into this overhead position. And when I'm in this overhead position, I want to be full overhead, meaning my shoulder is completely open here. This is closed, this is open. All right? And when I reach up, I always want to keep tension in the band as I reach up into that overhead position. Okay, so I'm keeping those muscles on, and then I'm going to bring it back down. And this is just slow and controlled. It doesn't have to be fast. I don't want it to be fast. I want it to be slow and controlled. And you can knock down a few reps of these and see how difficult that really is. Burn, baby, burn. Great exercise for overhead, full open position of the shoulder. Keep you safe, keep you high functioning.